Welcome to the course Data Science and Machine Learning. Today's tutorial, I am going to show you how we can combine three or four models in one notebook on predicting sentiment analysis. So, before I go into deep to the coding, I would like to describe a little bit about the business perspective of of sentiment analysis implication. So, sentiment analysis implications have a great influence on business because sentiment analysis allows a data scientist to analyze the business and the product and services using their comments, using their various reactions on Facebook, Twitter, or other social medias. So in this course, in these tutorials, I am going to show how we implement Google Colab to analyze a movie review dataset. I am going to show you the review. For example, this is the review we are going to conduct on. Just a minute. So we have two column here. One is the text, and we also have the corresponding sentiment. So the sentiment suggests that what he or she is thinking about the movie. So 0 means is obviously negative and 1 is the positive. If I say take a positive, for example, if I take a positive uh, text, the the reviewer has commented, nice movie with a great soundtrack with which spans through the rock landscape of the 70s and 80s. So ready Radio Feracet describes a generation. It describes life in a small village near Carigio, hometown of the Liverpool. The singer who wrote the book that inspired the movie. It describes life of young people and their problems relating to world. It reminds of train spotting, which a bit of Italian touch. So this is a positive comment, and if we take a negative comment somewhere, maybe we just pick it randomly. It's bit okay. I only bought this DVD because it was dirt cheap and it seemed interesting in its own special way. Special meaning retracted. The movie turned out to be quite uninteresting, boring camera work, so on and on. So there's a huge complaint about the movie. So, and he or she didn't like the movie. All right. So now in our code, first of all, we have several parts. First part, we are going to connect it to the Google Colab drive. So in the Google Colab drive, we obviously just put Google Colab import drive. So that's the purpose is that it connects to our corresponding um, data set to the with the Google Colab, and we need all the packages here: operating system, pandas, numpy, tensorflow, and so on. Then we load our CSV file. This is a keyword read CSV. So this read CSV will allow to review the things. It will connect to the dataset. All right. So just I will show you where is my dataset is that. So it is here. So sentiment analysis. just review this one. All right. So now, it is very important in NLP that we have to do some pre-processing. In pre-processing, we have seen that here we have a lots of stop words. We know what other stop words are, so we need to remove all the stop words so that it comes in a machine learning format. Okay, so if we run this machine learning, it will take a while because it is removing all the stop words from the text and also from the sentiment. So it is applying only on the text column, not on the sentiment column, because sentiment column is the things. Okay, in this while it happens, the things I just the second part is that we need to do tokenizations and padding. What is the tokenization is padding? For example, someone has said, just for example, I'm saying that someone has given something like this. All right. So someone has commented like this. All right. Now this comment this comment we don't need movie because uh, maybe we need great humor, we need humor. All right, and then it we need all these things. So there are the words that impacts on the sentiment. Now when we like say, we can say he we deleted all the not required words and stop words, and so like movie humor, because this is the things. Now for example, another person just said I love humanity. So in this case, I love, we don't need this I. All right, we don't need this, so maybe we need love and humanity. So if we put love and humanity, we just have to put love. So we are tokenizing it. Okay, so humanity. All right, now what happens because it is not a it is 3 by is a 3 by n matrix. In 3 by n matrix, we can't keep it empty, we have to put a number. This is called padding. All right, we are going to put 0, and this is called padding. So this is tokenization, and this is we are going to, for a second sentence we did a padding. So similarly in this code we do some tokenizations and padding. After the tokenization and padding, our it becomes very raw data. Obviously we can't see it, it is happening on the panda, which is the data grid. We are going to train and test. That means we are dividing our data set into training part and the testing part. So for the training part, we are going to train our models, and then using the test part, we are going to see how our model performs. Okay, for clarity, we have I have put the variables as a x CNN train, x CNN test, x TF IDF train, x TF test. This will be applied for the machine learning. So we run it and it will do it all. Okay, so very nice. We got a lots of like keywords. They do easy things, and nowadays it's very easy to do programming. Now as we said, the CNN is a convolution neural network, and we need to build it. It is unlike SVM or KNN or random forest. We need to define the model. So next section, we build a little simple CNN model and we see how it happens. Now guys, because we are not focusing on CNN today, we are only focusing on how CNN perform with traditional machine learning models such as KNN, SVM, and random forest. I am not going to describe anything on CNN. In another tutorial, I am going to describe what is CNN and how it works. Now, epoch is that how many times the iteration will happen. So for we have decided 5 epochs, and we just run it. So it takes its variables, and then we run all the history. Sorry, we run the epochs, and after that it starts modeling. So while it after the training models, the training set will do conduct a predicting on the uh, test set. As I said, 70% was used for trainings. Now 30% we are using on test data set. So on the test data set, after it perform the testing on the test data set, so second is that evaluation. So this is our evaluation model. In this evaluation, what we suggest, we get first CNN classification report, SVM classification report. We have several metrics: precision, recall, F1 score, and how many support we receive. So what is the accuracy here? Accuracy is 89% of whole model. Of SVM, 88%, KNN 73%, and random forest 84%. And individually, we have two class, as I said, negative and positive. So negative and positive wise, if we look, obviously still CNN is higher. The third thing which actually very useful for data scientists, that is confusion matrix, that allows us to see how many true positive was identified. So 6,549 negative comments was true, perfectly identified, while 80 854 negative comments wrongly put in positive comment, which obviously is not good, I will say. But if we see again, for positive comments, 6,656 number of positive comments were truly identified from the test data. Okay, it is the test data we are talking about. So if we see true positive, it is much, it is higher than SVM, it is higher than KNN, it is higher than random forest. Eventually the accuracy is high. I believe that I have given a surface level of description of CNN versus other traditional model learning in case of our data set. Remember one thing, this, it is not uh, fixed, or it is not always true that CNN will perform better in such situations. That's why when we do some experiment, we need to take few models, several models, and then we need to conclude on what we achieve. Okay, so I believe that so what I try to show you today, that how we can use Google Colab for sentiment analysis, and how we can combine four different models in one Colab book, that is much more easier to understand. Otherwise you need to run four more collab books in 4 times, which is time consuming. So this is you can increase much more model, other models here. You can create much deeper CNN model here. So I leave this up to you. The code book will be available to on request. My email address is mdtaimurahad@gmail.com. So I repeat, mdtaimurahad@gmail.com. If you need this code book and you want to do some more experiment, please email me and I will make it available to you. That's all today. I believe you have enjoyed the tutorial. In I know that I have touched on the surface level. For beginners, if you need another in-depth tutorial, please shoot an email, and I will try to make another tutorial on it. Okay.